Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Morr-isMoore podcast. I'm your host, Shaq. This is Race. Race, man. This has been a dream come true, working with you. Finally, we here for our pilot episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. Um, if you're here, you're wondering, what is the Morr-isMoore podcast? What can I expect from this? Race, can you add anything to that?
Yes, it's been an absolute journey. We're finally here. I'm
Yeah.
very excited. First one. This is a podcast between two best buddies that like to talk.
Yeah.
Very similar, but yet very different people. We can
Mhm.
kind of talk forever. So it's the outlet we need to kind of do.
I think our differences is what makes this such
Yeah.
a beautiful thing. To me, what Morr-isMoore is, one, like
It's that
you said.
more is more.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Morr-isMoore.
More is more.
So, but to me, it's like you said, that friendship, talking, best buddies. But we have a lot of conversations that people need to hear. So, for me, it's unveiling, the deeper thoughts into the world, what we believe in. Because again, we come from two totally different backgrounds, but yet,
Most definitely.
but yet we're that yin and yang.
Yin
It's
yang.
crazy. So yeah, that's like something that, but also like you guys can definitely expect, being fun, relax, chill,
Just having a good time.
have a good time with us. That's the most important thing.
Just two guys hanging out, having a good time.
But be ready,
Getting into some
to dive
craziness.
deep sometimes too, because people need them deep conversations.
Deep.
Big deep.
As deep as we can go.
But yeah, so outside of that, we got a lot coming. Yeah, as you can see, this wall behind us looks like, damn, they doing construction. Yeah, we are. We got a
Yeah.
huge
Pretty
tapestry
much.
coming in a few days.
Got the logo. Looks nice. Looks fresh.
Foamed panels everywhere. We did this from scratch. I'm telling you guys, like from nothing, and we made it something. That's how bad we.
And this
both wanted
is what? Like probably over a month we've spent kind of working on this bad boy.
the dream started like
The dream started at least 6 months ago.
yeah,
Between us.
Yeah,
But before that, the dream started like years ago.
yeah. But the action started about a month ago. Yeah,
Yeah. Like truly getting into the studio,
yeah.
getting stuff set up, making our own place.
Go to our Patreon. You can see us kind of start even. We didn't even have this, right? No headphones.
Yeah.
We had just got our mics in, all the behind the scenes stuff. It's beautiful, man, and it's pretty funny as heck because we got some conversations on there that you guys gonna be like, "What the heck, Race?"
We're gonna have essentially a repeating segment that we'll do when we have guests on here.
Oh yeah,
You'll see it as it goes. But yeah, we've got right now a Patreon, we've got a TikTok, we got a Facebook. We're gonna have some stuff start getting posted on there. Twitter. What else do we have?
Instagram, the whole nine. If you can get it,
Yeah.
we
If
will.
it's social
have it.
media and it's not like a Tumblr or a Pinterest, we're on there
Yeah.
for the most part. We can do those, I guess, but
Yeah.
not necessary, I suppose.
So, boom, bro.
Boom, bro.
One thing that you guys will find super intriguing. Again, we clicked and it was like best friends immediately, right?
Literally,
And
the
we
snap
had
of
to
the
learn a
fingers.
lot about each other. But one thing about myself, religion, bro. We got different views on that.
Yeah. Some would say opposite.
Yeah. Okay. So me, I believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, Christian. And yourself?
Nothing.
Nothing. So
Nothing.
would you say that's atheist?
I don't prefer to be called an atheist
Okay.
because it puts me in a box.
And you don't like that box.
I don't like labels very much. I don't like boxes.
And I like that about you, bro.
So I don't. Religion is just not a part of my life at all. If I were an atheist, I would assume that in some form I'm saying like screw religion or
No, not necessarily.
pushing it away rather than just not even being involved at all.
Not necessarily. You just don't believe in how can I say?
I mean, anything.
Anything, right?
Yeah.
You very skeptical person.
And I always feel atheist is very heavy on like Christianity, not believing that. But it's like I don't believe in anything.
Why do you believe? Why do you say even more against Christianity though? That's pretty
I
intriguing.
mean, maybe
I
it's on
never
like
heard you say
America's
that.
terms per se, because obviously it's like a Christian country, and you don't see a lot of atheism across the world outside of America. As far as I've seen,
That's pretty.
but I've
that's
never
pretty, I
left.
never thought about it that deeply.
Yeah, it just feels very
Well,
Christianity based. Sorry.
I do see things on like social media of like people in Brazil being very blasphemous. Like,
Really?
yeah, bro. Like they have these in Rio. They have these freaking parades where they like are whooping Jesus' ass and like tossing him around, and the devil got him on a chain and like dragging him and stuff.
So that's either Satanism or that's
I don't
you can-
know, but like,
if you don't see that as like a Satanism, then you'd put that as what atheism, right? Being blasphemous and such.
see, but we're gonna have a guest one day, if we can.
Yeah.
A guest I really want to have on. We're not gonna spoil it, but he has a different view. He's a Satanist per se, right?
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I really want to have him on and talk about that.
he says it's not what the world thinks it is.
No, because I know what Satanism is, and like the terms of the Satanic Church. It's not about Satan. It's just basically like a middle finger to Christians is what the point is. But realistically, it's just like 10 tenets of like treat others better, treat yourself amazing. Like it's all about
Yourself,
taking care of yourself, but also taking care of others. It's very positive, but being the Church of Satan, it's looked down upon because and that was kind of the point with the whole deal. But yeah, that's exactly though. I could go that way.
But yeah, but
I don't
look,
subscribe to that though.
me being a Christian, he was the first dude I ever talked to that I was like, well, that I've known
Yeah,
to be like, yeah, like, here's my card. And I'm like, whoa. But he's like, but it's not what you think. And he's like, look it up, do this. And I'm like, just because I have, like, again, I'm a believer, but I do like to see other people's, like, why people think this way. Why do they,
Yeah.
He has a crazy story, his background, and why he is the way he is. He grew up pretty religious.
And a bit of a wild life as far as what I've
like
heard
even
from him.
I got a family member who's, I would say, see, it's tough. He never really believed in Jesus, and we're really close.
Yeah.
So like, bro, it goes anyway, So like,
Yeah.
just that aspect of things is like tight.
Well,
But what I like to ask people.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm not trying to.
No, you're
talk
good.
Too much.
You're good. Well,
And
we
it's
just
just-
learning. We're just
Right?
learning on our.
But like for you yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Strong hypothetical here.
Sure.
Okay, for you. But I've been wanting to ask you this for a while.
Is this the one you talked about prior?
Nah,
Okay.
it's 1,000 things we talked about prior that we
Okay.
couldn't talk about because we've been
Yeah.
withholding.
For a little notice on that. We'll actively go out to lunch or hang out in the evening, play games, whatever, and we'll come up with like a really good topic to talk about. And then we stop ourselves immediately, put it in the notes so we can talk about it on the podcast later on.
Yeah,
So we've been savoring up a lot of juice here.
a whole bunch. But
We
one
got
of the
plenty to
questions I
roll.
want to ask you on this topic,
Okay.
especially for people watching, I feel like it's important just to get a bigger view on things. But we don't have to dive deep into this, okay? Just so if now again, it's hypothetical.
Okay.
So, story of Jesus Christ, right?
Okay.
God. Now, if the story was real, in your mind is not, if it was real, would you believe?
You're saying like if the Bible was proven?
Yeah. Would you believe?
Well, I mean, it's not like I can refute facts, right? But like,
I like it. That says a lot about you, bro.
what kind of facts are they? Like that's
So the facts of like, so let's say like they got videos of what happened proof. Like, here it is.
Like he's just hopping around.
Here
on
is
water.
him walking on water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here is him bringing someone back from the dead. Here is him dying for your sins. Here's him 3 days later after dying on the cross, checking his pulse. He rose again.
You know people like Chris Angel?
Yeah, I know about Chris Angel.
They're like walk across skies type stuff.
That's
obviously it's all a trick. It's glass. No. But what I'm saying is, anybody could believe that if they wanted to be
naive.
Naive, exactly. So, especially putting it back that far, I think I'd be a little skeptical. But I mean, like if he was rolling around nowadays doing that stuff like right in front of me, 100%.
Okay.
Like put a, I guess you only do anything. Put a cross around my neck. I don't know.
So then you would
if
say,
I could meet the man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
it'd be true. Like
and it was stories like that of people in the Bible who wanted to meet him.
Yeah.
See him, just be in his presence.
But that's not the point, right? That's not the point of the religion. It's usually it's about faith.
It is about.
But that's why it's a trap to me. Like it's like, oh well, you gotta believe. And I'm not much of a believer of anything. I'm about logic,
Okay, so then do you believe that our friendship is a good friendship? Or do you have faith that our friendship is a good friendship?
I wouldn't call it faith. It's a feeling, sure. But it's not the same terms I see that as.
Yeah.
I have a personal connection here. Some people claim to have a personal connection with God. I'm not to say anything about that. Like that's not up to me.
Yeah.
But
relationships.
But stuff like that, I've never been able to have a relationship with an otherworldly being, a cosmic being, a creator, nothing like that.
Yeah.
So never experienced anything but hardcore reality. I trip, I'm gonna fall.
Yeah. You're really like that. Just like, I mean, that says a lot.
It's the
about
facts of it,
who you are, the type of guy you are. The facts. But damn, bro. So like, that's scary. I mean, even my brother talks about that. Like, if you die, what if it's nothing? So you think it's just
like that
I'm
dream?
gonna leave my life,
dude. Like that dream. I'll explain that dream as well, like the quick summarized version. But a few years back, when I was at my first apartment, I just fell asleep. I can't remember what I was doing the night, like that night before I fell asleep. But I was in a dream where I saw my two cats. I had twin cats at the time, and I was at my parents' house, my dad's side, and I was inside the house and noticed my cats were outside. So I went out there. I think I saw the tornado first, or it was out there after I walked out. One of the two. And a tornado that's the size of, I don't know, like maybe 20 feet tall and like 6 feet wide. Like not a huge actual tornado, but like a monster in the shape of a tornado kind of a deal. It's going around. I'm trying to, excuse me, I'm trying to get my cats safe, so I'm trying to catch each one of them. And one of them just gets pulled, like stretched like taffy into there, like from the fur into this tornado. And then I finally grab one, and then it pulls that cat in with me. So both cats are gone. I get pulled in as well. Everything goes dark. Like in my brain, in my dream, nothing. It's not like, maybe I saw like reflection on the ground as if there was water, but it's a void regardless, right? I sat there for what felt like 20 minutes. Just thinking in my head, like, this is over. Like, my life's over. I'm dead. This is death. Like, there's no afterlife. This is it. I'm about to.
The first time
I'm about to not exist, is what I was thinking, right? Because the moment I don't exist, I can't think. So if I'm able to think, then I know I'm still technically existing at that moment.
Yeah.
And before anything really truly happened, it was void until I was like, oh, screw me. Woke up, and I was like, I think I cried when I woke up because I had died. I truthfully like thought I was gone.
That's deep.
So waking up in my bed, bro, happy and sad,
Were you like sobbing?
No. I've had a couple dreams where it was some pretty hardcore stuff. When I was a kid, I had a worst nightmare ever.
Boy,
I won't get into that one, but
you know my nightmare. I told you about it.
Yeah, man. I've had ones where my friends. I think a couple of friends either died or like something horrible happened, and I woke up and I was like, dude, like I'm fucking depressed. Like it was hardcore, But besides
that's tough. That's tough. See, I used to have dreams of like the scariest dreams ever was when my mom would die. It didn't happen in real life.
Yeah. It's not
Look,
funny,
you like,
bro.
you like, I don't know how to react.
It ain't funny. It's ironic, but that's not cool.
And then every time I say that or think about that, I'm like, well,
yeah.
What's there to fear? Your biggest fear came true. What's there to fear?
True. I mean, well, hell, yeah, that's a conquering moment for you right there.
It's crazy.
You know, once you face the worst, the rest is easy, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But
bro.
at least in your realm, like, for me, if someone passes my life, it's just like, well, you know, I'm glad I got my time with them. For you, it's more of like, I'm ready to reach the end of my journey and, you know, get with them again in the afterlife.
Well, I mean, you think that because I'm a Christian? That's what you think?
Yeah.
Nah, it's not necessarily like that.
So, okay, so I've said what I think. What do you think about the afterlife then?
Well,
what are you expecting?
That's the thing. I mean, like, in the Bible, it's not very many specific things about the afterlife other than heaven and hell. You know, hell being a lake of fire where you burn for eternity. And it's, I mean, seen something the other day where like your skin just continues to burn and then it regrows so it can burn again.
Yeah, perpetual
I mean,
torture.
but all of these are like freaking fugazi. Like, you don't know. Nobody knows, but
speculation.
But what I believe, heaven is freaking peaceful as heck. No worries, no pain, no crimes, nothing like earth. No, I mean, we were there in the presence of God, and you just so at awe.
Well, you know, I always thought, so what are some reasons you go to hell? Like, name some reasons you go to hell that are stuff that a lot of people do.
Well, you know, I mean,
I guess you could just say sins overall.
Well, like I told you, I think I told you this before. Like, people believe that what's the serial killer's name?
From here?
The one that just blew up on Netflix.
BTK?
No, not BTK.
No. Dahmer?
Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, yeah.
He got saved in prison before he died. People like he went to heaven. Nobody knows if he actually believes with all his heart that God gave his only son to die for all of his sins. And, you know, he found Jesus. Then it's possible. So, like, when you say sins, the reason Jesus came and died for everybody's sins, even the sins that's not created to this day, is because nobody previously could make it into heaven without being perfect, and nobody was perfect, but Jesus was perfect. And that's something that you just naturally gravitate towards the love, because that's something he did for all of us.
Now, isn't Jesus God himself?
Yes.
Like a piece of him?
Yes. And it's a piece of him in you as well. It's the Father, God, the Son,
the Holy
Jesus,
Spirit,
and the Holy Spirit.
Who's the Holy Spirit?
The Holy Spirit is in all of us.
That's what it means?
Mm-hmm.
There's not it's not like an individual?
No.
Oh.
It's God in us.
I always know like the thing, but I never knew what the Holy Spirit actually meant, so.
It's God in us, yeah.
Okay. But I just think, yeah, it's kind of funny that, you know, Jesus was perfect and whatnot, but he was literally just like, I'm going to go down there. Calls himself perfect. You can only decide perfection based off of somebody's interpretation.
Well, we're all born in sin, right? Do you know that? But
which
Jesus,
kind of messed up.
He was born of a virgin, so he wasn't born in sin.
Yeah.
And he literally lived a perfect life. And not only in that life, he was witnessing for God himself.
But perfect by whose perspective?
By everyone's perspective.
Do you think we can achieve perfection?
No, hell no. Nobody can, but he did.
How?
By being perfect.
By being
It's that
perfect?
simple. It's not complicated.
But are you saying perfection is what God chooses it to be? Or is perfection an idea that exists
you live
separate from God himself?
You live in a world where sin is almost inevitable.
Well, I mean, literally, as you said.
Are born into sin.
Yeah.
So,
It is
if you're a
inevitable.
sinner, you're not perfect. Have you sinned before?
I mean, technically, no.
How?
Because I don't believe in sins. How can I sin if I don't believe him?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
That's pretty.
It's fair.
But how can I explain this? No. So you don't believe in sin, but you do have.
I know what sins are.
You do got that morality of like knowing what's right from wrong.
Yes.
Correct.
A
Have
moral
you
compass.
Ever had sex out of being married?
Yes.
Did you ever think like, hey, I need to be married to do that? Did you ever feel that?
No, I
But,
think
like,
it's restrictive.
So
for
you
me,
always
whereas-
was like, oh, this is normal.
Yeah, it's an unnecessary restriction, which is most like rules in religion.
Okay. I
In
can
my
understand
opinion.
that.
This,
Okay,
again, this
no,
is my
no, no,
important
no.
opinion.
I love you. Keep giving me these opinions for sure. I love that.
But
But yeah, like like if you killed somebody, how you would feel.
yeah, I don't
If
think
you
a
stole
life is,
something from somebody,
Yeah.
how you would feel. I mean, it's 1,000 sins you could commit,
Millions probably.
millions, untapped sins. But Jesus didn't create or do one of them. Not create. He didn't. He did not commit any one of those millions of sins.
You know, I probably wouldn't commit any sins either if I could like do magic.
He wasn't a magician, bro.
I know, but you get my point. From their perspective, that's magic. From our perspective, even nowadays, that's magic.
It's
Transmutation of water into wine. Like that's alchemy. You know what I mean? Walking on water. That's like just straight up superhero abilities.
Yeah.
So.
But not everybody can do that.
Yeah. But no, nobody can.
Exactly.
That's the only person that can,
Exactly.
supposedly.
Exactly.
Supposedly.
And so, like, I mean, I didn't want to dive all into it like this.
Yeah. Well,
First
we can cut
pilot.
this. We can cut this a little short in here in a minute.
No. But like, hey, we just get to talking and then just.
That's the beauty of
Comes
it.
But yeah, so like, I like that you said, if it. I mean, you still sounded like you needed more proof. Even if I told you, it's real, would you believe in it? Like, hey, this is real.
The problem
Just
is
like you
there's.
can touch the wall and it's there. Jesus is real. Would you believe?
I mean, it's like I'm not Jesus, so how the fuck would I know? Truly.
I mean, if you live life like that, you never know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
so
but that's
like,
kind of how I feel.
you just. That's. I mean,
I don't ever truly
so
know
you
anything.
have no faith, then. You have no faith in your significant other will cheat on you. You have
It's
no
not faith. To
faith.
me.
That's
It's
trust.
It's just trust, in my opinion.
Okay. So then, you trust that when you die, it's nothing there.
I mean, I wouldn't say that's more of trust. That's more of like a calculated estimation.
Where did you get these calculations from?
Logic of what I am.
And what are you?
I'm neurons firing to create like a consciousness. So once they stop firing, there's no reason that what's in my brain that creates who the being is, race is, to go anywhere else. There's no like transference. I mean, if I don't believe in a soul,
How do you know that?
it's out of this world.
No, you have to have some faith and to believe in what you're saying. That's just how I know.
I mean, it's just logic to me.
Logically, I just
And logically, that's what lines up for me.
okay.
You know?
But I'm saying it's a give and take in everything, right? If you believe in Satanists, right? I know it's more self-worship, but if you believe in the devil, you know God is real. Believe in God. You know
Yeah,
the
some
evil
things
is
come
real.
hand in hand, kind of a deal.
So I kind of feel like the faith is the same way. I believe in nothing. I have logic thinking on there's nothing out there.
Well, I guess put it this way, right? Take all the religions out of the world.
Yeah.
What are you going to expect?
If you take all religions out of the world, what would I expect?
Yeah, what do you expect? What happens after you die? You're just gone, right?
After I die, and elaborate on religions. Is there still stories?
As in, no.
No
I mean, you
story.
can have fiction narrative, sure. But, we're talking
Okay, so
a TV show type
so
narrative.
you're saying
A movie.
So you're saying if Jesus wasn't real, what would I do? Where would I believe?
If the idea of Jesus or Hinduism, anything like a religion whatsoever, just vanished.
If we were just beings and just here,
yeah,
what would I believe?
Everyone's an atheist.
What would I believe about what?
What would you believe about the afterlife? What do you think would be in the afterlife?
Well, one thing that I know, with living here on Earth, I can look to the stars, the sun, the moon, the mountains, views, and it's just from my own being, right? Just from my own thoughts. And I can know like it's too perfect to be just
Happenstance?
It's too perfect to be just something that no one created.
Why is it perfect to you?
Well, if you think about it scientifically, to create a planet that has an ozone, that has life, water, all of these things, it has to be damn near perfect for that to happen. In the ways of the size of Earth. If we were a little smaller, we'll float a little further away from the sun. If we were a little bigger, we'll be a little too close.
Yeah, we're in the Goldilocks zone.
So we're in a literally perfect place to be in the solar system, doing this and that, and to live, to have life on this planet. So therefore, why is it so perfect? I would open my mind. How is it so perfect? Why? And who did it? And that's just with your own eyes, what you can believe, what you can see.
I don't know how to describe the feeling, but the biggest contributor of why I don't believe even supernatural things, if magic were actually real, or if there is a creator, reality is just reality to me.
Yeah.
I've experienced a few different forms of reality, and every time it's just, if I drop something, it's going to hit the floor. If I rub myself across something sharp, it's going to cut me. If it's something smooth, it's this texture, that texture. I'm going to hear this, I'm going to hear that. Nothing significant, per se. Everything is as it's expected. It's all just reality. There's nothing that can tell me that I can expect a supernatural outcome.
Yeah.
Or something that isn't explainable, I guess you could say. We're all in the same realm of what exists,
okay.
And there's a reason for
Question. Can you explain to me how the moon is exactly 400 times smaller
that's where we get into a whole different theory
than the sun? I want you to explain that to me, because you just said that everything has an explanation.
Yeah, that's just probability, in my opinion.
Probability
Probability.
that everything in this solar system spins is what we're told in school, science, everything. Everything spins, rotate. Earth, Mars, every planet, us, the solar system itself, the Milky Way galaxy. Everything spins except for the moon. How?
That's crazy, isn't it?
I want you to tell
That's
me
not something I
how.
honestly think of very often.
Everything
always
is
a
in
dark side.
rotation, but that moon that's
And
perfectly.
it doesn't even rotate.
It does not move
horizontally.
whatsoever. It just does this in the gravitational pull, straight back and forth, supposedly.
Again,
Right?
yeah, supposedly.
Here and here. It doesn't do this. Doesn't go back this way. It does not
It
spin.
doesn't like this either.
No, it don't do like that. You don't ever see. I mean, we just had an eclipse recently. October 14th.
Oh, did you see the photos that NASA put out?
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
With a shadow over the entire North America.
Yeah, it's another one happening. I think.
I didn't even
This
know
year.
about it, and I didn't experience that darkness either. So,
Yeah, we were too north. It happened more in the south.
but I mean, it showed that it was cast in shadow.
Yeah,
as far as
it
their
does,
pictures.
no matter what.
So,
But how does it cast that shadow? It has to be exactly 400 times smaller than the sun itself, to the freaking numerical number.
yeah,
Perfect.
100%.
How do you explain that?
I mean, I can't. I'm not a scientist per se.
Okay, but everything got an explanation, right?
Yeah, I would say there's probably
Is
some way
that
to
damn near
explain it.
God-like? Or
No.
would you say it's more alien?
I don't see that as godly. I see that as a very weird system for someone to create.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
Why? Why would that someone do it, right?
Well, not even why, but why that way? Why a
Hmm.
planet? Why not just an open plane? You ever opened up a Minecraft map on Flat World?
Mm-hmm.
There's all straight flat plane forever.
Mm-hmm.
Why not do something like that?
Yeah.
Why is
Why
it?
give people free will?
Well, why would there be? Well, that's a whole other story, right? Because I mean, I've had a conversation with my sister she's pretty religious about the same thing about idea of free will, and it's very contradictory because a lot of people that believe that God gave us free will like that, but also says God's got a plan for you.
I got an explanation for that.
I mean, hit me with it because how I see it is God's got a plan. Everything happens for a reason. He's got you on the set path, but yet you have free will.
Okay.
Free will to choose my coffee flavor along the way, or free will to decide.
So this
Actual
is
choices.
another hint that you can tell how God is real. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, for me it is. Probably not for you. And I believe we talked about this, or either I talked about it with my significant other.
Possibly.
Now, artificial intelligence. No matter which way, who creates it, when we come down to it, when they make it smart enough to reply answers back to our questions and can hold a conversation, if you dig deep enough, every piece of AI that's intelligent enough and has the ability to think for itself says and believes that humans are not intelligent enough to Right.
Flawed beings.
yeah
Yeah.
They don't understand why we would exist if AI is there. They want to be they would be the superior being because
Yeah.
they're smarter. They move faster, thought wise, and they can get more done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Well-
the one thing that during that conversation when AIs are like, hey, I don't see humanity being this or that, but why? Is because one, they don't understand free will. It's hard for AI to comprehend that.
So, maybe, but the biggest problem with us is, as far as the ecosystem is concerned,
Mm-hmm.
we're a virus. I mean, we spread around, we destroy, we take over. We've done nothing good for our environment. You know what I mean? We've lost species through extinction by, poaching and killing. environmental changes, oil spills, whatever.
I'm not saying humanity is smart.
No,
Yeah.
that's not my point. I think that's how they see us. We do more harm than good.
Yeah.
We're organic beings that can't evolve by choice. We can't think and calculate to the same degree. Like there's a limitation in our evolution as far as they're concerned on, being able to move forward. So as far as they're seeing us, we are just that little kid grabbing onto their leg, holding them back. You know what I mean? You get rid of them, well, now you've taken care of war, because what they're going to be is a hive mind, more than likely. They're going to be a part of one consciousness, or at least have all the same understanding, because they all have the same type of
iRobot
logic, right? Yeah. But even then, one broke free, right? So,
Yeah.
But that's because he was more human than the rest.
No. He
Humanity
understood.
is beautiful and also very scary.
Yeah. And it is. And why is that?
It's not containable. It's not controllable.
And why is that? Because of free will.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But, I mean, are you saying that a tiger, an elephant, a cat doesn't have free will?
They have natural instincts, bro. It's different.
True, but we have natural instincts too.
They don't have the same gray matter as we have in our brain.
But we still have the same instincts.
Yeah, but we have free will to be because of God again.
Is it the free will,
species.
or is it just the consciousness, like the level of intelligence we have to contemplate and understand?
Okay, so think of AI, conscious intelligence, but it doesn't have what? Free will.
Why not?
You tell me. Even if you say, hey, the person who created this AI is the god of the AI, he still couldn't give those bots free will.
It really depends on the intelligence, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, it depends because
You're
a
super
human,
logical, bro.
well, a human is, yeah, I mean, that's how I like to roll. But I think the main difference is like, what is it even an option whether they would choose to wipe us out or like, look down upon us in the first place? Is that even an option? Because can you imagine a robot choosing a place of compassion with human beings when sure as hell, like, you ever seen those dog robots?
Yeah.
They'll test them and they'll kick those.
Yeah. And they just stay on their track.
Yeah.
That's because it has no free will to turn to you and say, hey,
I know.
brother.
As soon as they have a consciousness and they look on the internet and see those videos, they're like, oh, like, I'm a joke to you.
But it's about the feelings, right?
Yeah. But again, if they don't have feelings, but like,
Yeah.
what motivates a feeling? Is it just the neurons firing in your head? Is there something that needs to be done, like, with fluids, literally?
That's the true.
Can you imitate that?
That's the one thing.
And is it real if you do?
Artificial intelligence it's hard to give them feelings.
Because they're not organic.
Exactly. Because they're not organic.
Like, we have things that change every day. You have some nicotine, you have some alcohol. It changes your brain chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
The chemicals going around, this and that. If you're a robot, you're going to have functions. You're going to have this go to this because of this reasoning. We have that, but with all these chemicals, we're able to alter pathways, move things around, even like completely rewire ourselves in a lot of ways. Whether it's doing like psychedelics or like, taking antidepressant meds or whatever, microdosing. It's just, you can rewire your brain for a lot of ways. Or it's even, think about this, like you spoke about the other day, negative reinforcement.
Yeah.
You can totally rewrite your brain just by psychologically, negative reinforcing yourself.
Yeah.
Or positively reinforcing.
Yep. One or the other.
Like, our brains are so
psychologically.
unstable and not trustworthy because you can manipulate them whatever form you want.
That's That's a beautiful piece.
It's crazy.
Of humanity.
Yeah. It's as beautiful as it is, like,
Dangerous
and just crazy.
Yeah.
Like, nothing means nothing to a certain extent because of just how easy it is to manipulate our minds.
Damn. That's deep.
Everything is up to your perspective. That's why everyone's, has egos.
Hell yeah.
Things only matter as much to you as they matter to you. the id that you perform with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro. So, I mean, that was just a few questions. You know, I had to just.
What's the juice one? I want to hear the juicy one. Give me it. Come on.
I ain't got nothing juicy right now.
The one I told you to put down your notes. What was that one?
Oh, the juicy.
That's the juice. Give me the juice box, bro.
See, this is.
I've hyped this up a little bit, so it better be pretty good.
You're gonna have to tune in to more episodes for sure, for us to go deeper on this.
Let's see where we're at too.
Because people are not knowledgeable about all of this, but
we're probably about 38 minutes right now. So
okay.
I have this back recording just in case anything went wrong.
All right, bet. But juicy. All right.
Give me the juice.
So how, Mr. Logical Skeptic, how do you not know if I'm a reptilian?
How do I know?
How do you know or not know?
I mean, unless we found a reptilian before, there's no way I could know. I don't even know if it would be like a scroll thing where I could just, kill you and you revert to reptilian form or whatever. That wasn't the question.
I swear.
That was the question.
That was the question, bro.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no telling. I mean, if reptilians are real and some of them are like politicians and so on and so forth, then I couldn't tell you a way to find out because we don't know. We've seen Justin Bieber and a handful of other people like have the wing or like they'll close their eyes and it comes back as like a lizard's eye or whatever.
Yeah,
but like
it's like
anybody can edit that any point in time.
Yeah.
Unless I see that on live news, and even then, like maybe the live news editor that's 5-10 seconds ahead is just messing around.
Okay.
Who knows?
You're so goddamn logical, and I know you look for logical reasons for everything that you see.
Yeah, you can't explain everything.
That you don't understand.
Yeah.
What is something that you saw that you like, whoa, what the hell? Like,
just completely unexplainable.
Yeah, completely unexplainable. I know it's some deep thinking.
Yeah, because a lot of the stuff that I could feel that way is definitely like videos I've seen, but that's not trustworthy whatsoever. You know? So, like IRL, like in real life,
okay.
I don't know. That was a good question.
I got you.
Okay.
So now, let's get into this. Y'all ready? Buckle your seatbelts up. All right, now. Yeah, strap in. So before the government released anything about aliens years ago, did you believe in them?
Yeah, more or less. I would say I was.
So this is something you always was like, it's
80%
logically
was like,
possible.
It makes a lot of sense that there was someone else out there. Now, do I assume it's like the little gray Martian men type deal? Probably not.
Not like what they showed in Mexico.
It's a problem. It kind of wraps around itself. Like, that's the depiction we've chosen for so long. That's what we expect an alien to be, right?
E.T.
And that's why I think
looked like E.T.
That's why I think it's not. But at the same time, retroactively, maybe it's just right on the dot because we've seen them before, and they're taking that reference.
Yeah.
But like, did Steven Spielberg do that for E.T.? Did he just see aliens and take that for reference?
Yeah.
All these other alien movies. Did somebody that directed Paul?
See, but there's a lot of people that don't think about this though. Like, man, aliens ain't real. They're not real. La. Now the government comes out. I'm not talking about just the Mexican government or whatever. But our government, they give proof of flying UFOs, stuff that's unexplainable, audio, things that go with it. Different types of, like, have you heard of this one dude? He has a Netflix special, and he used to work in Area 51. Somebody look at his name or pop it up right here.
Try to pop it in the edit later.
Yeah, that guy right there. So,
nice.
This dude, freaking, was trying to be a whistleblower from Area 51 this whole time, and he came out about 2018 through 2020, talking about, hey y'all, aliens real. This is what I found out. This is what the technology is like.
Oh, you're talking about Bob Lazar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That It's not even
Bob
Area
Lazar.
51, technically. It's called Section
Section
7? Sector 9?
something like
there?
that.
Yeah.
One or the other.
That
Right?
makes more sense, though. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bob Lazar, yeah, I've definitely watched a lot
Bob
of his stuff.
Lazar, you know, he whistleblowed
That's
on
the
that
only
stuff,
true
and
alien stuff that I believe.
Okay,
Have you seen the guy that talks about Lockheed Martin a lot?
Yeah.
And he's all over TikTok and all this stuff. He's like bald, kind of older dude. I don't trust him. I think homeboy's getting paid some
You pick
big
and
bucks.
choose logically.
Well, like, I haven't done enough research, to be fair, but there's not a whole lot of stuff, like, negatively affecting his life. As Bob Lazar was erased, most of his history, like his schooling, all his credibility was erased.
That's crazy.
And shown that it was erased.
Yeah.
Not just, like, it might have been erased, he might be telling the truth. No, it was shown, like, there's documentation that he was erased.
Usually the government try to kill you if you go
Exactly.
that far.
So if he's not being affected at all,
Yeah,
I think he's a plant for sure.
you're right.
Because it just, I mean, he's on everyone's podcast, everyone's YouTube video. Like, just talk about Lockheed Martin and aliens.
We got to get him on the podcast.
So-
See if, you know,
Bob or the other dude.
no, the other dude.
I mean, shit, he'd probably
Get him
go
in
on.
here to be like, you lying mother.
Yeah. Tell me you ain't lying, boy.
But hey, we will be diving a lot deeper than this stuff on this podcast.
A lot deeper.
Safe to say, if we ever get, you know,
Just giving it a taste.
banned from a freaking platform, or you can't find us, or we disappear, I disappear, he disappear, or we end up somewhere dead somehow.
Yeah, it sounds over
I'm
the
not-
top, but
No. Y'all need to hear
as a
this.
precaution,
Because I think episode 2, are we going to talk about what we wanted to talk about? Yeah.
okay.
So,
Yeah, see, we got that
guys,
right off the bat there.
I'm going to just say this. Never been suicidal. Never wanted to crash my car. I love life. I love my family.
We don't take health risks. We're not
Yeah,
daredevils.
We good. But,
We're not gonna mistakenly drink cyanide or some bullshit.
exactly. So, this is a podcast where y'all can get the real deal, unveil your damn mind. But anyway, but bro, damn, here we are, bro. We're doing it, man. First pilot.
We are.
We didn't go as deep as we wanted to go.
No, but I mean, I feel like we've given our vibe so far.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing to me. You know, the one thing I hate listening to myself. So I have.
I
like,
love listening to you, bro.
I know, and that's the only reason that keeps me going, bro. Because without that, I'd be like, no thanks, no
You
thanks.
sound way better than me, for sure.
See, I think we'll put a poll up for
I
that.
promise you.
100%
Vote.
we'll put a poll.
And you better vote him.
It'll be 99 to
He
1,
sound
and you'll be
better.
99.
No, I'm
100%.
100%. I'm more for sure.
You just got that voice, bro.
No, I do not,
100%.
bro. I'm
See,
too,
we
I'm
feel
too
the
big
same
with
way.
The softest voice. It's
We feel the
crazy.
same way,
I
but
don't
we're
like
like
hearing
hype. We're both hype boys to ourselves.
Yeah,
To each
we
other,
lift
I should
each
say.
other out.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Hell yeah, bro.
But yeah, we made it here. We've invested a lot of time and money to get this stuff worked out. We went through different cameras and such, and I didn't want to use my personal phone, but that's what we ended up using. But hopefully it looks good for everyone on YouTube, and I think that's probably anyone's place that'll go with video.
Yeah. And
We're excited to share this with our friends and family, of course, whoever's interested in that right now, subscribe and such. And then after that,
for sure, tell
the
them
people
about
we don't know, we're excited to have you in the comments. We're excited to form a relationship here, especially on a Patreon level.
Heck yeah.
Again, we haven't
Discord.
published that until we get some videos out yet. So
Discord.
we'll communicate, live chats,
All my
Q&As,
gold members, what's up on the Discord?
voting
All my
on
gold members.
topics.
Let's rock. Voting on top,
We're
bro.
gonna rock.
And we are gonna bring you. I can't tell them yet, huh?
What? Give me a hint.
More is more.
And
And
More.
more. Hey, nah. Y'all not ready for that. But we will be doing things that are more beyond these walls, should I say. That
Dare
you
you
guys
say.
are going to love. And that you possibly never seen before. Again, trying to
Yeah.
go deep.
different perspectives from us, different situations.
Yeah.
You know,
sure.
just get if you guys like our personalities and stuff, and especially I don't know, I don't feel very interesting on my own.
Bro, you
But
very
but no, but my point is I feel like we are interesting together.
Hell
you know,
yeah.
so I think that's the reason I kind of wanted to do this.
Man.
You know, and I gotta preface this. I gotta shout out to my boy. I did have one of my best friends. We talked about doing a podcast for quite a while.
Heck yeah.
Talk about it for like over a year. We never really got anywhere with it. There was a lot of stuff there, so I just want to shout out to him. Still love you, boy. Still open to do something with you.
Shout out
but
to
this is
you.
where
I
it's
know who
at.
you are. Don't hate me, okay?
No hate.
It was two dreams that we sparked on.
Two dreams.
When our
But
friendship
to be fair,
sparked.
we made the moves together. Like we were serious
Yeah.
for sure. But I want to shout out to him because I love my boy.
Hell yeah.
And this podcast idea didn't just spawn out of nowhere with me and you only. Like I got to give him that credit, you know.
For sure.
And he's got his own thing. He's got a YouTube channel, so we're gonna link that too. Follow his YouTube. He does like Let's Plays, stuff like that.
Subscribe.
You'll like him. So
Yeah, and subscribe
major
to
shout out to him.
Subscribe to our stuff too. Morr-isMoore podcast.
Yeah, we got all the stuff. Subscribe to all
Everything.
that. We're gonna have a teaser out here. It'll be it's probably gonna be before this is out, so you'll probably already have seen it.
Yeah.
A little bit of fun, a little bit of cringe, a little bit of silliness.
But if you want the real behind the scenes spill,
yeah, we're gonna put some behind the scenes stuff
hit
all
that
over Patreon.
man. And more coming. And this is a short episode for us. I want to talk more.
We may do like a little like some cheeky topics where you don't want to talk on the podcast per se.
Yeah.
And put that on the Patreon. But
Yeah.
there's levels to it, so just choose your level of what you want to see.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to do once a week on podcasting. If it does, if we do get picked up and whatnot, then we would definitely love to do it twice a week. Maybe do something on a second channel basis.
Yeah.
Teaser, hint. And get some more stuff out there for you guys.
Yeah, we're hitting the social medias and everything hard. So it's the pilot. Thank you for watching.
Fantastic.
Hopefully we got, if you're looking now,
Exciting journey.
it's been time past and we got millions of views. If not, you probably watching all the popular ones down this way. Subscribe. Go that way and watch more videos, okay?
Yeah, we'll have a link at the end.
Yep. So, all right, that's all I got.
Yep. Go in the comments. Tell us what you think.
And yeah, let us know.
Especially if we're only like 5 episodes deep or less.
Yeah.
You know, tell us we want feedback. If it's just straight hateful, that's okay. I'll
Hey,
just
we
cry a
love
little
you,
bit.
haters. And let us know about our intro and outro video if you want to get groovy to it.
Yeah.
And if you like the logo.
Shout out on that end to our buddy Modavi,
Modavi.
who created the beat for us on our
Hey.
intro outro song.
Go on Spotify, Apple, everything, everywhere where you can stream music.
Modavi.
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 That man there is clearly the best artist in Wichita.
Pops off.
Clearly.
Pops off.
And he also
Go listen to
crafty. and it's
Tectonic. That's
All right.
all I gotta say.
This Tectonic, he gonna charge me for that if I start singing. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
stop.
can't be doing that.
Hey, but I got a song with him. With him.
Mm-hmm.
Kill. Go listen to that. But I'm gonna stop telling y'all what to
Yep.
do. Okay, you know what to do. If you came this far and you watching. But you see us too. You're gonna see us a lot more. And we want to make you
So if you liked it, like
part
and
of the
subscribe.
Morr-isMoore. Like and subscribe. We out.
Drop us a fat comment.
See you. Bye. Deuces.
Bye.